if you haven't embraced your animus as a woman, I can either, being a woman, not embracing my animus, which is and it's anima and animus. Anima is the female side, and animus is the masculine side. So if I'm not embracing, so if I'm projecting to someone else, that's when I'm just reading romantic novels, and I have stereotypical relationship with men. And I sort of, it's very live a very stereotypical female life, sort of.
So it's kind of romantic.
Romantic, yes.
Making him a hero and
yeah, but I can make him the hero in other ways as well. So it's not, but it's like it's by being having those stereotypical romance in American romantic movies, that it's it's the man and he comes and rescues.
And then later on, you're being angry with him because you didn't take your own masculine side for yourself, your own responsibility, and then you let him do all the things, and then you get angry with him.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. That's what happens. I don't embrace in any way my masculine side, my animus. That means that I never I don't make schedules, for example, for things. I'm not concrete. I don't go out in the world. I don't fix my car, for example, in any way. All these kinds of contending things, that going out in the world, fixing things, taking care of things. If I'm never embracing that means that it's going to be subconscious in me.
Yeah, somewhere there, and
if something is subconscious, it's controlling me, and it controls me in two different ways. Either by I project it onto someone else, so I make my husband, for example, the big man who can do everything, or I identify with it, which means that if I identify with it, that means that I'm saying that I'm not a woman at all. I am just a man. That's everything you can be. That's all you can be. And you criticize other women as well. You're very critical because you hate everything that's feminine. So, yeah.
Everything that's soft.
Everything soft, yes.
Yeah. Especially with women, then, because you don't want to see that in yourself.
No, you don't. You're projecting that. When you see that, oh God, that's horrible. To be to be all the time be critical to yourself, or the criticism, really harsh criticism, is about that.
So that's about identifying with your, that's the identify. And I, because I was talking about suppressing, but you don't, because I was thinking about when you suppress it, then you don't want to let it into your life.
Yeah. But
then you see it with other people, and then you get judgmental, or you.
Yes, exactly.
Become it completely.
You become it. But that suppressing and not embracing is, as I understand it, is the same thing.
Yeah.
You either project it onto someone else, or you identify with it.
And when you identify with
you become it. This is me. I'm not a woman. I hate female things. I hate that. And you become like the hard man who's judgmental and tyrannical and all that, because I hate everything that's sort of, I can't wear, like for me, for example, I've had a lot of this. I've decided to embrace my animus, make my feminine side stronger. But before that, I couldn't wear a flower dress, for example, because it was silly.
Oh, yeah.
That's identifying with the animus. If you identify with a man, you become brutal towards your feminine side. So if you for 1 second show your sort of display or get in touch with your feminine side, you're tyrannical and you're critical and you're harsh. Should be nothing feminine here at all. So that's criticize. That's hard criticizing voice in your head. Do it now. Get out and do it. And you criticize everyone else as well. And you're sort of really harsh about anything, like a bitch. Yeah. when we are possessed with our animus so much that it's running our life.
Yeah. And there's no balance. No.
There's no balance at all. It's just running our life. So it's a woman who is, and we're talking about women here. I mean, there is an anima problem with men. Is that when they can't decide about anything and be completely wimpish. That's the anima problem with men. But we're talking about women here, as we're talking about Martha. And so it's about being a know-it-all. That you're fighting. When you're fighting, you are not fighting to find out having a result. You're fighting to win. Whatever happens, it's just about winning and about knowing you know better than everyone else. So that's a lot about Martha, isn't it? I was thinking as well.
Yeah, the last thing you said about that wanted to fight and wanting to win everything. That's really about Martha.
And also about other women. Martha is not interested in other women.
No.
You're not interested in other women. No. Well, I think there is animus possession in you, Martha. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the problem. And the exciting thing is that what Jung says, how to cure, in a way, or how to embrace, how to cure your animus possession, is not by fighting, or if someone is animus possessed, it's not by fighting that person, it's by giving them love.
So that's what George is doing in the end.
And so that's what George is doing.
Yeah, he gives her love and then she surrenders. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I can do that too when I see people that are
Yes. I actually
don't fight back. Don't fight back.
I actually started to do that, or at least not fighting back when I see animus possession, because in people I'm sort of, because as I've had my share of animus possession too. I've had it, of course, and my instinct is to start fighting when I see a woman who's animus possessed. But I'm sort of no, don't get into this fight, because it's not going to lead anywhere at all. It's just going to lead to distraction. It's got. Ross Rosenberg said something really interesting. He's the psychologist. He said, "Don't fight with a pig. You only get dirty. That's all that happens."
Yeah. I wanted to win also a lot. Yeah, to win and have to win the discussion or win the situation, and being harsh and critical also to myself, of course.
Yeah.
Very much critical.
It's just as much to yourself as to other people.
Because you could cope with your father that way, and that's Martha too. She wanted to cope with her father. She has a relationship.
It's the father. I mean, everything has to do with the father. If you haven't solved this problem, the father is a very strong person inside of you.
If you haven't solved this
if you haven't embraced your animus, your father figure is a strong person inside of you.
So you have a strong, I can imagine. Yeah, you have a strong father inside of you.
You have a strong father inside of you, which is, and this is, I mean, you have, and this is, I think this is quite important for acting, because we talk about substitutions, and this is your father. It can be your father today, but it can just as much be the father figure. Your father figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the father figure is the sort of mythical father from your childhood